Hey guys. so, um, this was a review that I couldn't easily do silent. Um, and that's perfectly fine. It's whatever. But it's The Lost and Found Family, which I don't. It could qualify as a Christian movie. Um, in fact, in the genres on Netflix, it's faith and spirituality is one of them. But I wouldn't compare it to like Kirk Cameron's Fireproof or anything like that. Um, Basically, our general plot is Esther, biblical name, um, is a very much Paris Hilton type person without being an idiot. Um, and her husband dies suddenly, a heart attack, I believe. Um, and he made all the money. Because, you know, she's a woman and doesn't need to make money. Um, so she goes from being Paris Hilton to being just an average Joe. And her husband had a house in the middle of Nowheresville, um, with Muriel and Eustace. But it is currently being rented to foster parents and I think 4 or 5 children. But Esther has nowhere else to go. And she can't really kick a foster family out on their butts because that's just rude. But through the course of the movie, she comes to love the children and the parents, and she ends up just essentially moving in with them. But then the very end of the movie is Esther opens up a chain of group homes, and um, it's a B movie for sure. So the acting is definitely not up to par with what it could be, and that's I can get past that. I like B movies personally, most of them anyways. Um, so I liked the it. It actually was a really good movie, and if you're into like sappy family movies, even if you're not a Christian, go for it. Um, I liked how it presented the spiritual aspect without shoving it down your throat. Um, that doesn't happen that often when it comes to religious movies. Um, so, I mean, there's really, other than the acting, which is because it's a B movie, there's not much to talk about with this movie. Um, it did have flaws, most of them in acting, but most of the flaws, and there was a few writing flaws, again, because it's a B movie. Um, yeah, I mean, really all of the flaws are because it's a B movie. Um, they're not just because the director was on acid and decided, hey, this random scene, which would fit perfectly. It's nothing like that. Um, I would definitely say to go for it. It is on instant Netflix as of right now. Netflix kind of takes stuff off sporadically. Um, so yeah. Um, I don't I don't really have anything bad to say. Um, there are a few drug references in the movie, but that's because one of the foster girls is Crystal, and Esther thinks it's because her eyes, Crystal's eyes, are kind of like a bluish white. So I guess in the right lighting, they would kind of look like crystals. And Crystal informs her that no, she is named Crystal because of that was the drug her mother was on, crystal meth, um, before Crystal was taken away. And that's really the only drug reference that I could point out. I wasn't looking for them. But, um, no, it wasn't necessary to put in there, but a lot of foster kids are in foster care because parents did drugs. So while it wasn't necessary, it fit. So really, that's about it. Um, I say give it a shot, even if you're not a Christian or, whatever. Um, yeah. So, up next is War of the Worlds 2. Which, if history isn't any indication of sequels, it's gonna suck, and we're gonna have a great time bashing it.